I kind of fancy the idea of just testing it out, like just going around places and sticking googly eyes on fish. What is it about Jeff Goldblum that makes people a little bit crazy? But Joby says he's never won anything in raffle. I'm sorry, Joby, that's just sad. Somebody shared this picture. They went to a fish market in Kuwait, and apparently the police over there had to shut down this fish market because there was a seller in there selling fish, which you would expect at a fish market. However, to make the fish look more appealing, they had glued googly eyes onto the eyes of the fish. So all of the fish in this fish market had googly eyes on it. I mean, partly that's ingenious. Of course, you wouldn't want to cook the fish with the googly eyes on because then you're just going to get plastic and stuff everywhere. But still, I kind of fancy the idea of just testing it out, like just going around places and sticking googly eyes on fish. Wouldn't want to sell it like that, obviously. Not the best idea. But the whole idea of just taking googly eyes to another level, because if you look at the pictures of the fish, they are a lot more appealing, although they do start looking a little bit cartoonish. Adele on Twitter says, I just screamed after looking at the photo. Yeah, it is a little bit odd. It looks, the eye looks all cartoony and then it's obviously on a real fish. Very odd. Also, VJ says, you can't knock that hustle. Very true. He's obviously being creative, thinking outside the box, thinking, hey, how can we make this a little bit more appealing for everybody? And then Matthew says, never judge the freshness of fish by the googliness of their eyes. I like it, Matthew. Good tips there. There is a shop, like a charity shop, that decided to get a little bit more creative in how they sold pictures, their picture frames. They did something absolutely awesome with their picture frames that I would have gone there and bought them. It's so good. A Twitter user named Simon R actually tweeted the pictures that he saw in the shop. It's amazing. You kind of think the hustle that has gone in to just do that little bit extra to sell these picture frames. So basically, every single frame in this charity shop has a picture of Jeff Goldblum. Can you imagine? You go into a charity shop and there's just pictures of Jeff Goldblum in every single picture. He is a little bit of a silver fox. I mean, everybody's still a little bit obsessed with him. It must have worked because Simon R actually says that he bought 37 of them. He bought 37 of the frames so he could stick up pictures of Jeff Goldblum and have a wall of just all the pictures that they'd framed. I'm thinking this is a fantastic idea. Just like in charity shops or wherever, the side hustle of just making it a little bit better by putting a picture of a famous celebrity in the frame. And somebody as iconic as Jeff Goldblum. I mean, it's a win-win situation. No Limits on Facebook or Twitter says, couldn't think of a better investment. That's right. Also, Rosie says somebody needs to give that person a raise. I like it. You know what? It's thinking like that that just makes the world a better place. There you go. Another one that I thought was awesome, some guy on Twitter called Johnny, actually tweeted a picture of his office restroom. And they've got pictures of Jeff Goldblum all over their wall. Apparently it started off with just one and then it just grew and got out of hand. What is it about Jeff Goldblum that makes people a little bit crazy? I'm just going to put it out there. I don't understand how he's got to such an iconic place. I love it. I think it's fantastic, but I'd like to know, what is it about Jeff Goldblum that people love? Why is he so popular? What is the biggest prize you've ever won in a raffle? Has it been pretty big? Now, like, whenever I've gone to a raffle, it's usually like if you're like a really fancy raffle, it's like a TV or something, or it's like a day out somewhere, or if it's a smaller raffle, it's like some little toys or prizes. There's usually a football there in a raffle, isn't there? There's usually like the token football signed by someone or things like that. I think the biggest prize I ever won in a raffle was a Mr. Potato Head. I've also won a thermos flask one time as well. That was pretty good. I still use that today. Well, I don't know if you could top this one, because there was an owner of a bookshop in Wales that allowed people to enter into his raffle when they spent over £20 in his store. The winner of the raffle got to win his store. So this guy from the Netherlands has actually won his bookshop as a raffle prize. That's amazing! The crazy thing is, the guy is from the Netherlands, he's won the bookstore, and he's actually going to move to Wales to run this bookstore because he won it in a raffle. That's crazy. Can you imagine your whole life just changing because you've won this prize in a raffle? This is just, I can't get over it. It's amazing. But Joby says he's never won anything in a raffle. I'm sorry, Joby, that's just sad. That's really sad. Just keep on trying. I'm sure one day you'll get it. Also, we have got Victoria, who says she won some Hatchimals. I don't even really know what Hatchimals are, but they're sounding good to me. And Katie has apparently won loads of things. She's won bottles of wine, and I think this is the best one, she won a flat screen TV. Very, very fancy. I'm liking it. But nothing really tops the bookshop, does it? I mean, that is an amazing prize. You're not going to see that very, very often.